Let's get some folks in here. Happy Friday to all of you guys tonight. I'm going to go in. Let's get some more people up in here, and I'm going to go in. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hope you guys had a good week. Let's get some folks up in here. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Shake those haters off. All right. Let's get some more folks up in here, and I'm going to go in. Hey, nice to see you. Let's get some more folks up in here, and we're going to talk about why it's imperative that you shake these people off of you, okay? Shake these people off, because I'm telling you, if you don't shake these people off, they're going to stick to you like leeches. And understand that when these people stick to you like leeches, they're hard to come off, okay? Real hard to come off. Listen, you got to shake those haters off, okay? These people, when they see you climbing to the top, they're going to be right up next to you. They're going to try to do something or do multiple things to try to destroy and distort your path, okay? Because for some reason, they think they can do that to you. So happy you're here. Yeah, shake those haters off. These haters on my body, shake them off. You know what I mean? You got to shake these people off, okay? Because these people think that you're gonna lose, or these people think that you're doomed, like you're bound to fail, or you're bound to go down the same path that they're going down. But at the same time, these haters aren't doing anything spectacular with their lives. You got to shake these people off of you. You got to make sure you understand, if you know where you're going, these haters can't go with you. Because if these haters are haters, then these people are already in their place. They put themselves in their own place, you know, like they know who they are and where they're going and what they really feel. If they're a hater, they can't come with you, right? Because hating energy is energy that is low vibrational, all right? Get these haters, shake these people off of you, all right? Shake these people clean off, because I'm telling you, they're gonna bring you down, especially when they're not working on anything, when they're not working on their own things, but they see you working on your own things. These haters come as a pack, as a clan, okay? That's what they do, you know. That's what they do. Yeah, that's what they do. And I'm so happy all of you guys are here and understand that if you have a bunch of haters in your life right now, shake these people off of you, all right? Do a good shake, because these people hold on tight. Especially when they know that you're going someplace that's real concrete. They're going to hold on tight, and they're going to hope that somehow, some way, they're going to get something from you, right? Like either they think they're going to get money from you, or some kind of abundance from you, or even the clout, just to be associated with you. Haters will do that. It's like bumming off of you, bumming off of your energy. That's what these people will do, right? So you got to shake these people off, especially when you know their intentions are not pure. When these people's intentions aren't pure, these people will taint your plans, right? They're going to make sure they put a dent in your plans. And if they can't come with you or get something from you, they're going to destroy whatever it is, whatever type of foundation you are building on. Watch how these people move. Shake these people off of you, all right? Yep, shake these people off. Because I'm telling you, they're not going to just... Okay, the thing about it though, right, is that your haters are quite conflicted, right? On one end, they find you aggravating, you know, they find you aggravating how you go so high and you think you're all that, and you think you're, you know, they think you're quite pompous, and you're not really trying to move like that. You're just moving with your head high, and you're moving with a new sense of direction. And when you have a new direction in life and these people don't really know where they're going, which is nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with not knowing yet where you're going. But when they see you knowing where you're going, it triggers something in them, and they don't like what they feel, right? So these people, you got to shake them off of you. If you don't shake these people off, it's going to be like carrying a heavy load, right? And it's going to be making your work much more cumbersome than it needs to be, right? So be careful who you're taking with you, who you are taking with you. Did I say that right? Be careful who you're taking with you on your journey, because some people are just like leeches, okay? And some people have that hating energy. You know, people can really not like you, but still want to be up next to you, right? It's the oddest thing, but people will do the oddest things when you're the odd one out, and the odd one out in the best way possible, okay? In the best way possible. People do the oddest things because you're the different one. They got to do different things. When it comes to you, I'm telling you, they do a lot of things, okay? A whole lot of things. They will even have people mocking you, trying to imitate you as well. Olivia, you already know what it is, right? Because the bottom line is that these people will go so far and they go so low when they see somebody going so high. That's just what they're gonna do. It's nothing that, there's nothing really that we can do to stop them from doing what they're gonna try to do. The only thing you could really do is shake these people off in the best way possible and as much as you can. Because I'm telling you, these hating energies aren't always people who are overtly villainous or they go up for the attack. They don't always show their face like that. Sometimes these people will come sit beside you, drink, have a good dinner, you know, you guys kick it, go to the movies, you think everything is cool, right? That's the worst, the covert stuff. Like, show me what you feel. These people will act like they like you, but that hating energy is at the core of it all. And the way they move around you it's a ploy. It's not really who they are, you know? It's crazy. Yeah. Hey, Joshua, what's up? Yeah. Be happy regardless. Keep smiling. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, they won't prosper. They're not going to be successful here and trying to dominate you. You cannot be dominated. Therefore, you know, they're going to be upset. They're going to be just like young MA said, these haters on my body, shake them off. You have to shake these people off. And it's true is that I could never lose. What you thought. Like, what were they thinking? Did they really think that you were going to just be in this one position forever? You weren't going to grow. You weren't going to manifest what you wanted. You weren't going to go higher because they don't see that for themselves. Is that what they really thought? You can't lose though. Even when you get into a jam or even when you get into a situation that is less favorable, right? And these people are looking and they're gloating and they're having a wonderful time seeing your downfall or what they perceive as your downfall. Little do they know you're going to come back hard. Right? And they get scared when you do. Very scared because not everybody does that. Not everybody comes back from what knocks them down, okay? And you keep coming back 10 times stronger. Of course, these people are they're going to be hated. The energy is so high. You feel that energy when you walk into any space, people looking at you real funny, looking at you because they feel like you think you're all that. And you're not trying to give off that impression. All you're doing is walking around with your head high. You're walking around knowing who you are. Apparently knowing who you are is quite threatening to a lot of folks, right? Who would have thought? But that's what we're seeing now. You knowing who you are, you finding yourself, you loving yourself more is triggering so many people and it's like it's adding to your hater list. And people say like, if you don't have no haters, you're not doing anything special with your life. But I'm noticing that even the smallest little come-ups that we take, that we get, even that will trigger a hater. It doesn't take a lot. You don't have to do a lot to gain haters. You don't have to do a lot. All you got to do is be yourself. Walk with your head high and watch how people move around you. That's all you got to do. Just be yourself and watch how people move. They're going to move funny sometimes. Some people will be enamored, very much invested, very much into you. But the majority of people are going to be taken aback. Like, wow, like, he's different, she's different, and I don't like that, okay? I find that threatening. I find that to be a problem. That's what they're going to do. You know? Yeah. Right. They are disturbed, right, Lady Reed? Disturbed. They're disturbed because your mind is clear and you're not disturbed. You know exactly what you're doing. You know, you have your head screwed on right. You know exactly where you want to go. And these people, instead of trying to find their path or find their way, they're trying to find a way to cause mayhem in people's lives, people who they're jealous of. That's what they want to do. They're trying to find a way to cause problems, create blockages, thinking that they're going to be successful. You're successful in your sleep. You're manifesting everything that you want. You're getting everything that you want and more because you've been humble and you've been waiting and you've been doing the work. And these haters think that you just get things handed to you. They think you don't get sad, you don't get frustrated, things don't happen to you in the way that you say that it does. Like, people don't believe you have no troubles. People believe that it's just smooth sailing for you. You are spoiled, right? You may have had people say, "Oh, you're spoiled. You think you're all of that. You get everything that you want." But they don't see all the times you were lacking in so many facets of your life, but you stayed humble and you didn't really talk about it. You were humble because you knew tomorrow was going to be a better day to change your situation and to turn your situation around. You got to shake these haters off. Because one thing I notice is that haters like to see you down, okay? They like to see you down. And when you're sad, when you're upset or worried, they have a little smirk on their face. And it's the oddest thing. I wish I could say this is a lie or this is not true, but I've dealt with this. People looking at you, you're telling them a sad story, an unfortunate event happened in your life, and you're thinking that, you're talking to your folk. They're going to be supportive of you, right? Listening to you, they're hugging you, they are looking real sympathetic, but then you find out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 folks know your business now, right? And it's like these private, there's nothing sacred when it comes to a hater. When you have a hater, better be very careful what you tell these people, because these people, it's like gasoline to a whip. Like, when you tell these people your business, when you tell these people your sad moments, or when you delve into a lot of personal things with these folks, don't be so quick to assume that they're on your side or they even feel bad for you, because the bottom line is a lot of them actually like misery, right? Their lives may not be great. And so hearing somebody else's life taking a downward spiral, it helps them cope. It's like your misery is a coping mechanism for them. Like, how did it get to this? How did it get to this, mm-hmm. Telling your business, thinking that they think that it's sweet or something. They think it's sweet to do that. I want to say something else, but I'm going to refrain from it. They think it's sweet to move like that with you. Somehow they think it's so odd, because everybody gets sad. Everybody has highs and lows. But for some reason, when it's you, when you have your down times, or it's because you're such a high vibrating individual, and they know this. And because you vibe so high, when you have a low or when you have some sort of setback, it's like these people are like, "Oh, finally." Finally, like, something's not working out for him. Something, someone had to kick them off. Like, these people are odd, move weird, right? Life does happen, right? And they're going to try everything. Exactly, Lamont. Misery loves company. That's how these people move. When you're miserable, they can move. They can breathe a little easier. It's like they feel calm. It's almost like euphoric for these people, right? To see somebody else in a losing position, or what they think is. But you don't lose. You can never lose. What did they think? Right? You got to shake these people off of you. Okay, you got to shake these people off of you. You got to make sure that you're walking with clarity. And understand, people who don't know where they're going are going to try to make it seem like you don't know where you're going. They're going to try to project that onto you. And they're going to try to do anything in their power, right, to get people away from you as well, so you don't have help or support or something. People are extremely jealous. They'll ruin your relationships. They'll ruin the connections, the solid, real, maybe very few connections you've got, because they know that if you link up with people who are good for your mind, if you link up with people who are good for your spirit, they know that your comeback is going to be like unfathomable here, okay? They know this. They know. These people lurk. They watch you all the time. They watch, and it's like these people even the people who claim they don't like you want to be beside you, right? And it's just one of those things. When I was growing up, I never knew that was a thing. If I didn't like somebody, I stayed away from them, and that was that. But little did I know that, no, there are some people who really don't like you, but they'll still come around you, and they'll still pretend, everyone's pretending, everybody's playing a role. right? An assigned role. Everybody plays a role when the person who's hot right now shows up. Everybody plays a role, okay? Everybody has to be on their P's and Q's. Remember the lines. That's how people move these days. Very much orchestrated, very much like planned out, okay? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. And like I said, if you don't shake these haters off, if you don't shake these people off, these people are going to destroy you. They're going to destroy people. They're going to go so far as to destroy how other people see you, right? They do a lot. They do a lot. They have a lot of time on their hands, okay? They do a lot to try to distort. It's almost like, wow. That game Limbo? It's like, how low can you go? And those people who really can go low to the point where the broom's on the floor, that's how low these people go. It's like I can make a meme about that. These people go very low to try to get that attention, or to try to stir up the drama or stop something for you. They go very low. It's like they're playing limbo. They're playing limbo. They gamble a lot. These people gamble. Like, these people take a chance to try to knock you down. They will take a chance. They will try to recruit people. They'll do a lot. They do a lot for a little because it's not going to work. And their efforts they don't get it though. They're not thinking that, you're going to, they know you're going to bounce back though. And that's the oddest thing. Like, they know you're going to make a comeback. They know you're a hard hitter, but at the same time, still gambling, still taking that chance to try to see, is there a way they can kind of intercept and muddy your mind, at least for a day. Maybe they can't knock you off for the week or for the month, but for just a day, it's like it's euphoric. It's like they're drugged. You know what I mean? It's like what they need to keep going. They got to see someone down to keep going. And that's terrible. That's terrible. Like, where's the uplifting? When you want to go high, and when you really start, you're going to see who your people really are. When you decide to go high and you tell a few folks where you're trying to head to, and you see how they act, and now they don't want to talk to you, or now they don't want to call or answer your texts, or they don't want to be around you. This is why. It's because, they're haters. You're going up and they feel like they're going backwards, or they feel like they're not doing enough. They feel like they're not enough when they come around you. Like, it's crazy. Mm-hmm. Right. Lady Ree, it's so true. They will destroy you if you stick around, right? But no matter what you do and no matter where you go, with like, these people are inescapable. You can't escape these people because they're going to do it by different means. They hate online, they lurk, they watch, right? They don't like you, but at the same time, they want to be around you. At the same time, it's like, where do they fit into your life? That's why you got to shake these folks off of you. Because if it's so shaky and so uncertain that you really don't know which place they fit into your life, it might be best to cut the cord on these connections, you know? Mm-hmm. Right. Josh says they are not, because they focus on us and compare instead of focusing on their growth and improvement and being better than they were yesterday. Exactly. Thank you so much, Sir Basante. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're the example here. So as you go through life, remember that you are the example. You're setting the bar extremely high, and you're doing a lot of things that a lot of people are quite afraid of. And you may think you're doing something that's just ordinary, kind of like what you want to do, where you want to go. You think everyone's going to just get that, right? And respect that, right? But unfortunately, people are going to reject that. They're not going to, they're going to spit on it before they accept it. Okay, they're going to stomp on your dreams. Okay, they're going to try to end your dreams before they ever respect you or respect where you're going here. Okay, that's what they're going to do. Hey, Universal, what's up? Mm-hmm. Hmm. Right. Gossiping, right. What did Blueberry say? I'm trying to look for your comment here. Type your comment again, what you wanted to say. Mm-hmm. Right. Listen, I believe that I had more haters than supporters. I'm starting to feel like that's what it is, okay? Like more people were against what I said or what I thought. More people were against, like people automatically rejected whatever it was I said without even letting me finish my point, okay? And I was even thinking about it during this week, like who was a supporter, like who was there for me, who was, and then you realize the list is not that long. The list is not looking too good. Okay. And then you realize that the real ones are the people who see your vision. The real ones are the people who are willing to hear you out, to hear where you're coming from. Okay. They're not going to judge you. They're not going to play no games with you. Okay. But then I noticed that the people who don't know where they're going, the people who don't know who they are the same ones that they will attack you. They will attack you and they'll find a problem with you when they don't really know why. They can't really articulate why they don't like you, but it's everything about you. That's why they can't say what it is. It's not just one singular thing. It's your whole being. It's your whole nature. It's how you move. These people don't like how you move, right? They hate on how you move because you don't move like the rest, and it's threatening, right? You're the person who's kind of like you're setting the standard, and you're the voice. Like like when you speak on whatever it is you speak on, people, they hear you even if they act like they don't, even if they act like you're the most unimportant person in the room, they hear you. Okay, people will try to silence you though because you got a lot of knowledge that they're not really willing to get into or cannot dissect, right? So you got to shake these people off of you, people who are not will people who are closed-minded, right? People who are not willing to see things in a different way. It's very hard to get through to somebody who already has like a stone wall. Like there's no penetrating that. No matter what you do, it's like you're doing too much, because even when you try to get people to hear where you're coming from, try to see your viewpoint, it's like you're it's like you're threatening them or you're stepping on their toes, but you're not trying to do that. You're just trying to show people who you are, right? So you got to shake these people off, right? Mm-hmm. Josh says their opinion, wants for us, and desires where they want are irrelevant because God within ourselves is the only one to please, right? Right. Look at it like this: the stronger the hate, the higher you elevate. Exactly. They say let your haters be your motivators, and I feel like haters are motivators, like, heavy, because the thing about it though too, right, is that if you think about the investment here, right, think about the investment, think about how much your haters invest in you and how much they dismiss you at the same time. So on one end, they're trying to make it seem like you're really nobody special. They're trying to reject you. They're trying to make you feel like the odd one out. But all they talk about is you. All they think about is you. The only person that keeps running through their mind like a hamster wheel, like a loop, is you, right? So they could say anything they want to say, but you stay on these people's minds rent free. Pay up. It's like they got to pay up or something. But it's never going to happen. These people will never give you your respect. They're never going to show you any kind of homage. I mean, you can really take these people out of a situation and they won't care. They won't blink twice because these people feel like you owed them something. They feel like somehow, some way, they were supposed to get this leg up from you, or they were supposed to get that 20 off of you or something. Like people, these are haters though. These are people that you help, but they hate on you. You got to be very careful who you help. Got to be very careful. Mm-hmm. Right. And I made a video quite a while ago where I said that I said something along the lines of, I'm trying to remember now. I have the worst memory. When I think about it, I'm gonna remind you guys what the video was about. Hmm. Kelly says, "Love yourself." Right. Walk away, because these people, like I said, they could be leeches. Like they're gonna be on you like white on rice, as they say. Like you can't get these people off you. You can't shake these people off of you. All they're going to do is try to find another way to penetrate your headspace and to cause confusions. Okay. Because, and the thing about it too is that once again, control is everything, dominance is everything. So because you cannot be controlled and because you cannot be dominated, people start hating on you more. There's so many things about you that aggravate them. And on top of that, they can't control you or dominate you or tell you what to do or tell you how to be or where to go. Like these people are going to move funny. Okay. They're going to move funny, but they're still going to act like you owe them something. And you owe these people nothing. You're trying to think to yourself, what am I missing something here? But all these people want to do, it's almost like they want to be able to have it both ways. Like they want to be able to disrespect you, but still be in your energy. And I don't get that. Right? I don't get that. I personally do not get that. If I don't like somebody enough for whatever reason, I'm not going to do anything I can to get into their energy. In fact, I'm going to do the exact opposite and do everything I can to stay the heck away from these folks. Right? That's logic to me. But it seems like these people's logic is, it wavers because they treat you like you're supposed to be there on a dime or something. Like whenever they call or whenever they text or whenever they say show up, they expect you to do that. But at the same time, they want to disrespect you on call or whenever they want to. Like, what type of energy is that? What type of thing is that? That doesn't make any sense, Mm-hmm. Genuine says chosen ones will always experience hate. I got used to it. Right. But ever so often, Genuine, I can't lie. Sometimes I get really surprised. I get very surprised at how low people can go, like limbo, how low they go. When you think they can't get any lower or people cannot go, like that's low. There's nothing lower than that. And then people show you, oh, I could go lower. I could do more than that. I could shake things up way more than this. And it's not in a good way. They're trying to just cause destruction, right? Total mayhem in your life because you're going places, It can be lonely. Exactly, Dana. Exactly. Being chosen can be lonely. No time for that mess, Universal says. No time for it, right? But it's like they make time for it. They make time, they invest in you. Okay? And to them it's like you owe them something, right? Like you need to look their way so they feel gratification or they feel satiated. But at the same time we'll never be satiated because they're jealous at the core, right? So it's like somebody that wants more and more and more. And no matter what they get, it's never enough than the thing they got from before. And so it's going to be an endless cycle. But the people who are in this hamster wheel and they seem like they're lost have to slow down and think about who they are. What do they want to do? Where do they want to go? What is going on here? So they can get a grip and stop trying to attack people like you who knows where they're going. Like they're trying to stop you from going down your rightful path because they're confused about their own paths. It doesn't make sense, but that's what they do. Mm-hmm. The dreamer says they see the peace we have and want to destroy it. I've been seeing that popping up a lot. Like people seeing that you don't really deal with things that they deal with. And so for some reason they feel like, nah, you should have some chaos today. They're choosing violence today. They're choosing to cause mayhem today. And you're going to deal with it, right? They want you to deal with it. They want you to like take it, be ready. It's almost like they think that you should be on their team. It's kind of weird. Like they think you should be on their team, like against your will. Like these people want to be able once again to use you and to abuse you. Like these people move funny. They're very shaky. Be very careful around these characters. You got to shake these people off of you. They're going to take you all the way down. And they don't stop, okay? They do not stop. All right? Peace destroyers. That's all they're sent out to do. And there's recruitments as well. This goes deep. This is like a whole operation. Operation Take Him Down. Like that's that's what it's really like. And all you're doing is elevating and being your authentic self. Who would have thought? It's like a guy going to the donut shop and then he gets swarmed by the authorities, right? And it's like, I'm just getting donuts here, right? And it's like you're kind of like a showstopper type of person. Like when people feel like they have to stop you in your tracks and say something to you or do something to you to try to see like how you're going to react or what you're going to do or what you're going to give them. I'm telling you, people do a lot of weird things, so you got to shake these haters off. Yes. Keep your vibrations high. If you let them, exactly. Right? And don't tell them your dreams or your next moves, Kelly says. And that's very solid advice. That's something that I'm still learning to quit. It's like a bad habit because I'm somebody who's very prone to saying anything and everything. I'm a big talker. I like to talk and express. And then you realize in this day and age, no, I got to pump the brakes on myself. It's like, no, you're doing too much. I got to stop myself from saying something to a certain person because I know how they move, right? And once you see how people really move, you can't erase that from your mind. And you could try, but you're always going to go back to those little things that they did, those condescending, weird ways, those narcissistic tendencies. It always will play back in your mind like a real bad movie. You don't want to watch it again. Those real bad movies, it's like, oh my goodness, like, how did I sit through that? It's like, how did I really sit down? Why would I have done that? Why would I have entertained this for so long? Like a real bad movie, but you watched it though. It's like you gave it a chance. Maybe it was going to get better as it went along. Maybe it was going to improve, right? Just like a lot of these connections that you might be in, you thought maybe, okay, it was going to be a little better. Let's give them a little bit of light of day. I'm like stumbling over my words. It's like these people really feel like these people see you as a leg up and a leg up only. That's how a lot of people look at you. They feel like they can't beat you. They don't have your energy. They don't get the attention that you get. They don't get the recognition. They don't feel like they're special when they're around you. Okay? And they may be very special to their own people, but somehow you make them feel a little bit, low. And you're not trying to do that. That's just an internal thing. That's their own complexes. That's what they got to deal with. But somehow they make it your problem, unbeknownst to you. Now you're just this person, like you're this person that they want to get now. You're this person they want to stop now. But you didn't do anything to these people. It took me quite a while to realize you don't have to do nothing to these folks. Okay, you don't have to do nothing. All you got to do is be yourself and watch how people move. Watch how the haters come flocking towards you, causing drama, putting you in chaos and trying to make you confused. Try to see you act out of character because you can't be that great. That's how they see it, right? That's how they see it. They hold up traffic, staring at you. I'm sure you've seen people staring at you, right? But they're giving off the energy like they're haters, though. They're giving off the energy that it's like they're looking at you, but they're trying to size you up in a way So it's not very pleasant, and it can get very uncomfortable, okay? You got to shake these people off of you because they think that you're not going anywhere, but they know you're going somewhere though, right? It's very confusing. It's confusing to us, it's confusing to them. We could be sympathetic all around. If you know you're doing the right things and you're not troubling these people, then we know what the problem is here. They have complexes that they're not really sorting out. They're putting you as the punching bag for their issues, for their shortcomings. I've seen it. People come into your life for a little bit, right? And they see a smidge of how you move and how your life is looking pretty good, pretty solid, right? And somehow, some way, you're the culprit, and they switch on you. And now you're the person that they want to get or destroy, but they hardly even know you, or maybe they've known you for your whole life. Who knows? It doesn't matter who it is. Your own people will do it to you first, and they'll do it real quick. And you're not going to know what hit you. You're going to be really stumped. You're going to be very hurt. You're going to be thinking, wait, I didn't do nothing to them. I was good to them. You remember all the times, all the things you've done for these people. And so you're thinking to yourself, how did they turn into a hater? At what point did they decide that they were not on my team? And in fact, they were somebody who was like an opposition, the opposition, okay? They decided that they were going to be against you. But you remember all the times you guys kicked it and had a great time. You guys had good conversations, right? But it takes just a little bit of elevation on your point, a little bit more clarity up here. And you're going to see how these people move when you move with a new sense of self, a new feeling, a rejuvenated self. Watch the games begin. Watch how people move around you. You're going to feel like you got to shake these people off. Like you feel almost claustrophobic, or there's too many people, too many energies around you. A lot of people are trying to take your energy so they could somehow transmute that into to clone stuff. It's weird. It's weird energy, weird stuff. Weird stuff. Right. Never was on the team, right? Look them in the eyes. Look them in the eyes, Kelly says. Universal says, that's why I don't look people in their faces no more. I'm going to make them matter by not paying attention to their presence. And of course, Universal, yeah, that will make them upset, because it only furthers, it only bolsters the fact that you're very strong and you know who you are. You know, you're not really worried too much. Like you know who you are. And so when these people don't get that attention, or they don't feel like, they feel like you're stush, you're pompous. They're gonna feel like you're doing a lot, but they know that it's well deserved. Like, these people know that you're in your rightful energy. Like, they know that you're a good person. That's the crazy thing, is that they want to hate you so bad, they want to dislike you so bad and turn people against you so bad, but in the same stretch, knowing that you're far from bad. You're it. You're it, and you've been it, and now you're in your season, and now you're going up. So it's not like these people don't know that you're really on some real good stuff right now. Oh, they know, right? But they're trying very hard to conjure up some kind of drama, some kind of chaos. It's always when you're going up. It's always when you're planning something new. These people come out of the woodwork. They got problems. They're trying to start chaos. The lies come out. It's like empty banter, no substance to these people. No substance to what they bring forth here, okay? It's like garble, right? And so it's like it's all on purpose though. It's to invoke confusion. It's to distort. It's to mess you up. For real. It's to mess you up. Mm-hmm. Lamont says they feed off your response. Right. Right. Elijah says, every time I'm in crowds, I feel people pulling on my energy. Right. Hmm. Leave no trace. The city where I live, this has gotten increasingly worse. What city is that? What city is that? If you'd like to share, what city is that? There's a lot of chaos in the world, and the last thing that we need are our own people trying to be against us and causing conflict when we need them the most. But you're going to realize that, you know, you don't really need these folks. If it's going to come to the fact that they're going to be destroying you or stirring up drama any chance they get and your name keeps popping up, you really got to think about if these connections are worth holding on to, or if it's something you got to let go of here, because these people, I'm telling you, they will take you down before they bring you up. Okay, they expect you to bring them up, but they're not willing to. It's like, what have they done for you? A lot of my connections that I really had to let go of, I came to the sad realization that the ratio, the equality of the union was completely off. It seemed more of a transactional union where one person was getting more from the other person, and that was usually the person getting more from me than I ever got from them. Even respect, which is free. Like, these people really don't respect you. And they'll show you time and time again, they don't like you like that. They don't like you enough that they won't even respect you, right? Think about that. Think about it, like how low that is. But I'm telling you, that's how people move. That's what they're going to do. Leave no trace, says Philadelphia. Okay, I hear you. Lamont says trying to get you off your path, but your path is solid. Okay, try to break down the foundation of a well-built property. You're gonna have a very hard time. Okay, unless you bring out the big ones, and that's what's going to. And I'm telling you, like, these people, it's mind-blowing the lengths they will go to try to take someone down because they feel like they can't come up, or they can't. There's not enough room for them. Okay, that's what they believe. There's not enough room for them to go up like you go up. But you're different though. So this comparison game is weak. It's weak. Right. Universal said that's why I be by myself nowadays, because most people are fake. Just depends on time when they show it. Right. Exactly. Thank you, Junior. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Give me a moment, guys. Hey, Joshua. It's always nice to see you. I think I saw you earlier here, but I don't think I said anything. I hope you're doing well, Josh. All right, guys, give me one moment. Thank you guys so much. Shake these haters off, like Young M.A. said. These haters on your body, shake them off, okay? Like, you have to literally, it's almost like it's totally random. It's totally random when these people start coming at you in a different type of aggressive manner here. And it's almost like frantic, like you have to shake these people off of you real quick, or they're going to do something to where it's like the drama they cause and the chaos they cause, you're going to be enveloped in it. And once you get enveloped in it, it's going to be very difficult, or at least a little cumbersome, to get yourself out of that situation, because it's going to cause confusion. And that's in the mind, you know? That's in your mind. Yep. All right, guys, give me one moment. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Alrighty, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really am loving the vibe as usual. It's always cool to come on here and, speak my mind and see what you guys are feeling and see what you guys are saying. It's helping. It's helping everybody. It's good circulation here. Thank you guys so much. Mm-hmm. Lamont says they want you entangled, right? It's almost like you can't get out, or you're in a labyrinth of sorts. Where is the exit? And it's very difficult, and it's all very fast paced, and it's very frantic, It's very frantic. These people do a lot. They do a lot. Energy vampires, Kelly says. Absolutely. Elijah says the haters in the stands, lost in delusions, while we on the field, putting in the work. All love to y'all. Yep. Yep. Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, hey, Chris, it's like they created this thing in their mind, this utopia of sorts, where you lose every time. You lose. You're going to be in that lack position. They created you as the character. It's almost wicked like. It gives me wicked vibes, like evil vibes when people go this low where it's almost like they're manifesting the worst for you. And how sad is that? That they're manifesting for you to fail or for you to lose or be in a position of lack, right? But lack comes with the mind, first of all, okay? That's my opinion. Lack comes from the mind first. If you believe you're never going to be nothing, if you believe you're never going to get nothing, you're never going to get it. Because if you already think that low about your situation, how are you going to be able to have the energy to go and chase what you want to chase? If you already believe that things are never going to be good for you or things are never going to look up for you, of course, it's going to be very difficult to get to these goals. So a lack mindset is really the driving force here when it comes to people not being able, to keep up a certain lifestyle. It's the mind. I'm telling you, everything starts with the mind, right? Some people believe they're living in the hills in their mind, but they're living in a place that may not really match what they believe in their minds. And it's not to say they're completely delusional. They may have a dream, but they don't have all the resources to get to where they want to be, right? So it's like they want to see you lacking. They want to see you with nothing. It's almost like like I said, you're in their utopia where you're the main character. You lose every time, right? And they're somehow this winner, or they're triumphant over you in this utopia. It's a fictional story. This is a serious delusion. It's not a good vision, like somebody dreaming of a better life, but they're just not able to get it all right. That's different. These people are dreamers and they could be visionaries and they may find a way. But what I'm talking about, these haters like lurking and plotting, right? These haters who will do anything they can to stop the next man or stop the next woman from going to the top. These people cannot be trusted. You got to shake them off. You have to shake them off, because they will be your detriment, and it's going to stop you from advancing, because it's like you have to shift your focus, okay? And that could be very bad for you. It could be bad for your situation, Trust me. Hey, Antoinette. Mm-hmm. Dana says family is the worst than outsider. Those are the hardest to shake off, right? Because there's a familial tie that you cannot escape no matter what you do. There's no escaping what was always there, what was always going to be. Your family is your family, no matter how you flip it, toss it, dice it, it is what it is, right? But that's when you got to shake real hard. And once again, it starts in the mind. It's like, if these people are not good for your mind, right? If they're causing damage that you cannot see, right? Like they may be, people do a lot, but if they're invading your headspace and they're trying to stop you from getting to a higher place, you got a problem here. You got a big problem that you have to nip in the bud. Your family is going to make it seem like they know everything and they know what's best for you, right? But you're on a different path than them, and they're not able to dictate They're not able to direct you in any other, path, and they're going to feel the most upset because they feel like they deserve something from you. They deserve respect or something. Like I'm telling, they act like you owe them something. You owe them nothing. They should be supportive of you. If they're against you, that's a problem. All right. Why would they be against somebody, anybody, just in general? Why be against somebody who's deciding to make their life better? The cookie cutter, this, it's the baseline here. Why would people go out of their way to do that to another individual when you could be putting all of that energy, time? I mean, it's a bad investment. I'm telling you. Trust me when I say it's a bad investment on their part, investing all this hate and negativity into somebody who's all about growth and positivity. It doesn't make sense. It defies logic. But when people are jilted enough, they'll move like this with you. They will move like this with you. I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. Right. The ties, right? The ties. Exactly, Lamont. The ties. And it's like, why? And you shouldn't have to move like that, right, Lamont? It shouldn't even be this way, right? It's unfortunate. It's disheartening. They think they think we're cutthroat with it. They think we have no feelings. It takes a lot to step away from your people. Okay. It takes a lot, but there's a lot of sadness, a lot of heartache, a lot of pain attached to stepping away from people who you may love dearly, hold dear to your heart, really care about these people, but you see the games they play, you see the plotting they do, you hear the talk. They've been talking smack sometimes, right? Just straight lies, full fabrications about one subject, you, right? And the fact that they put all this energy, it's such a bad investment. It's a bad investment. Why would they invest so much energy in trying to destroy somebody when they could put more energy into uplifting their own people? Why can't they uplift you? Why can't they support you? They don't have to pay you nothing. We're not talking about money. We may not even be talking about tangible things right now. It's all about support and respect and love, like, and joy. They can't share your joyous moments. They can't bring themselves to do that. It makes them ill. It makes them sick. Even though they're aware and you're aware of how many times you've been there, you've supported them, you've been their biggest cheerleader. We all know how it goes. They don't play fair. Okay? They do not always play. I'm telling you. They don't play fair when it comes to you. Okay? And I think it's because they feel like they can't match that. There's an element there of feeling like, well, I can't really top that. I can't really be nice like her. I can't really be nice like him or giving like him because they're not like that to the core. Okay. And it's not to say that people can't change. Change comes with the willingness of the subject. It comes with the willingness of the individual. If somebody is not willing to change, usually because they're in denial that there's a need for change. So if people feel like there is no need for change or reform, they're not going to change. These people are the ones you got to shake off, because if these people are a problem and they're not willing to see that they are the issue and rather put that negative energy on somebody who's elevating quite high, I mean, come on. It's like, why? Why do all that? These people you got to shake off. They're bad. It's like bad news, okay? It's like picking up a paper and you read something real. It's like, it's just bad news all around, okay? You don't want to deal with these folks. You don't want to be in a pickle with these people, okay? Because when you're with these people, you may have been in situations where you think you're going into a situation and it's going well, and then you see you're in this big catastrophic problem and you couldn't have foreseen that this was going to take place. It's like these people put you in the heart of their issues and you see like these people really got problems. I mean, everybody has problems, but it's like, wow, you feel kind of like duped. Like they tried to put you in the problem. They tried to make you the center of the issue. Why? Because they know that you're clear-headed. They know that you are headstrong. They know that you're going places. and they don't want you to go. It's like these people want you to go on a little detour where all you see is like chaos and drama and just mayhem, okay? They want to take you on a little trip or want to take you on a little detour where it's like you it's like you see the worst of the worst, right? And you're thinking, I just want to get back to my own path. I just want to get back to my own stuff. You got to shake these people off. Shake them off. Shake them off. Thank you, Reality, and it's nice to see you. Always nice to see you. Lamont says, right, it's definitely heavy on the heart, but you got to do it, unfortunately. I mean, it's the worst type of thing you got to do. You think you have these solid connections, so you're feeling like, hey, this is going really well, but then you realize, nah, like this is depleting you. These people are depleting you. These people are messing with your headspace. Don't let anybody mess with your headspace because it all starts in the mind. If this hub of creativity and growth is compromised, then everything that comes afterwards is going to be compromised as well, right? Think about it. Like it's crazy. These people do a lot. They do a lot. Protect your headspace. You have to. Yeah. Brian says, get that dirt off your shoulders. Right. Yep. Cooking late dinner. Lamont, I love the comments tonight. I love everybody's comments, but you said, and when you're an empath, you can feel it strongly. They don't even have to speak, but you pick up on it. It's very true. It spooks them. They're thinking like, is there something wrong with this guy or this girl? Did I say something to give myself up? They don't have to, just like you don't have to do too much to garner attention or to get haters or to get admirers, just like you don't have to do a lot, they don't have to do a lot to expose who they are. All they got to do is look at you in a certain way and you can feel that there's something off. There's something weird about this person. Why are they looking at me like that? I was in a situation even today when I was, at the grocery store. And I see this person just looking at me like, why are you looking at me like that? From all the way back. I just look up and I see somebody looking at me and it's like, why? What's with all that? Thank you so much. By the grace of God, you says, I connect me, my kingdom, wife, and kids to elevation. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Reality. Thank you. Joshua says, I hate their disgusting narc/shark smirk. So true, right? They got to look to them. Yep. Looking at you from across the room with no motive, just to look. They probably don't even know why they're looking. There's something about you though, right? And don't think that haters are just the people that you know. They're mainly comprised of people that you know. Oh, absolutely. Because these are the people that you're around. So you would see the patterns and you would become accustomed to the hate and accustomed to the energy they give off. But don't think for a second that it just, you could be at the mall hanging out, right? And a stranger is giving you some attitude, or a clerk doesn't want to service you. Right? They're going to make excuses for why they can't help you. They don't want to help you. They want to serve you last. They want you to be last place. I'm telling you, people will withhold food from you or water from you, like people will do the weirdest things. They will try to make you feel like an outcast because they think you've got too much. They got to take something from you because they feel like they got to humble you, but they don't realize how humble you've been. But at the same time, they know you've been humble. It's like, these people don't know anything about you, okay? And these can be people who you grew up with. They can be your relatives, okay? They think they know you because they remember the young you. They remember the you that was still learning, still in the process of finding who you were. That's the person they remember. So when you're in your grown energy right now, and you're making some big moves and you're doing a lot of great things, it's like these people like imagine the baby version of you, right? Or maybe the juvenile version of you, the person that was making, taking a lot of baby steps, stumbling along the way, maybe doing a lot of things that weren't always the best things, unsavory things. I'm not exempt. I did a lot of things that were not the best choices. It wasn't the best, it was not the best activities, or it wasn't the best thing to say in that moment. And I kick rocks afterwards. Of course, we make a lot of mistakes and we feel like, like that probably wasn't the best thing to do. But you grow though. You grow, and they don't like the growth, and they would much rather look at you as this juvenile individual who didn't know a lot, didn't talk a lot, didn't talk out of turn a lot, didn't run your mouth a lot. Like, these people think you run your mouth, but it's like you run things now. Like, you're just getting things done now. That's what it is. You're getting things done and they're upset. People think that they know you until they sit down beside you for a little longer than usual, right? You'll see these people, you think they're your people though. But if they just sat down beside you for a little while longer, it's like these people realize, oh, they don't really know who they're sitting beside anymore. It's almost like they had an epiphany of who you truly were, and they started to act very different. Like they cannot bring themselves to be around you anymore sometimes. Okay, I've dealt with this stuff. I see how people move, so I move accordingly to how they move. I'm a mirror. I mirror people. So if people are going to give me bad energy, bad vibes, it's not to say I do bad to them, but it's just to say, well, okay, if that's how you feel, I'm going to just do what I do. And people have a problem when you just do what you do. It's like they expected you to feed into the drama or to stoop to their level, which you did not. And because you did not, it's like they're getting angrier because it's like they didn't get what they wanted from you. It's like, it's a lot. It's a lot. They hate you when you finally say no, says Joshua. Right. Now it's like, oh, I don't like her. I don't like him. I don't like them. But do they not recall all the times that you've helped them out of a situation? And can you recall how many times they helped you out of a situation? I bet the ratio is nowhere near equal, right? I bet it's nowhere near like balanced. Okay, they don't treat you the same. They don't give you the same energy. It's upsetting. It can be upsetting. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Hackers always watching, Joshua says. They are obsessed. People will do the most when they really want to watch you, when they really want to lurk and they really want to get the tea on you. They'll do a lot. They'll oftentimes recruit people, to do this. They'll pretend to be your friend. They'll pretend to be your favorite cause. But these are the very same people you got to shake off. They will take you down, right? If you give them a chance, they will. And giving a chance may be an indirect chance. You really got to peep the energy, because it's not to say that, when you're able to catch that vibe that these people are moving weird with you, run with that and be careful, because these people will do a lot. Okay, these people, when you have to shake them off, it's like a desperate measure here. You got to shake. It's very frantic. Like I said, you got to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, because not a lot of people are going to take care of you like that. You may have a few people, maybe you have a very good situation, and that's a blessing as well. But I find that when you have a lot of hating energies, it seems like more people are against you. Therefore, that translates to not having a lot of support out here, right? There's not a lot of support for people who are real. There's not a lot of support for people who are genuine, authentic. People would rather see the fake. People want you to act out of character, so you seem fake, so they catch you slipping or something. But it's like this is your nature. This is how you are. You're not putting on a front. These are not games that you play, but it's like you're so real and you're so cool and you're humble and you do what you do to the point where people think it's a show. People think that, but it's like they're the ones that run the circus though. Like, these people run circuses. They have actors, they have performers, coming around you acting all types of crazy because they feel like you're elevating too high and you're trying to show off or you're trying to show out. All you're doing is showing who you are. Who would have thought that showing who you were was going to result in a bunch of hating people coming out of the woods? But this is exactly what continues to happen time and time again. The dreamer says they can't stand it. Illusions, smoke, and mirrors. Brian says, I agree. Got to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Health, mental health as well. Absolutely. Mental health is paramount these days. If you're not taking care of your mental health, it doesn't matter what background you come from. Even a doctor burns out, even a lawyer burns out, even a judge, whoever you might be, they all burn out. And if they don't take care of themselves, they're going to have a hard time in their fields. They're going to have a hard time in their personal lives. It's going to be cumbersome. There's going to be a lot of stress. And so I stress to all of you that take care of your mental state of mind, okay? And declutter ever so often. Don't feel like you have to leave everything trapped up in your mind. Because if you do that, it's just like a bottle, just under pressure, it can just explode. Okay. And it's a situation that you don't want to see or maybe don't want to experience. Always take care of your mind and don't be ashamed to take mental breaks as well. Okay. Because people talk a lot about physical health because, it's understandable why, but mental health is paramount as well. If you take care of your mental health, you're going to be better off for it because you're going to be able to think more clearly, know how to move, know what you like, what you don't like, what steps to take, what steps to avoid, right? Take care of your mental at all times. Oh, thank you so much for the contribution. I appreciate that. Sorry, I have to scroll down a little bit. Thank you. Yeah, they try so hard to prove something. Meanwhile, I'm minding my business and peaceful doing so. But they don't like when you mind your business, because then that means that you're not giving them the attention that they're seeking. And so once again, it's just going to add to the fire that's been brewing in their headspace. It's just going to add to it. It's like everything you do ignites the fury within them, the jealousy. It all gets reignited every time even when you just pull up on the scene and you don't say a word, but it ignites something in them. Like it makes them feel uncomfortable. They're very afraid. You got to shake these people off of you. You cannot take all these people with you. If these people are bad-minded, let these bad-minded people find their way. Okay. Because if it's the fact that they're just going to bring negative energy and problems and chaos to your life, you got to think about, once again, if you want to deal with this, if you want to put up with this. But they'll accuse you of being the arrogant one. They'll accuse you of being the hothead, or they'll accuse you of being pompous. But it's like, you deserve what you're getting right now. You deserve all the blessings and all the abundance because you've worked for it. I mean, it's the only logical way to think about it. But a lot of these people, a lot of haters, they don't move with logic, And I think that's one thing we'll start seeing over and over again, is that these people do not move with logic. They move with anger, They move with contempt for the people that they're jealous of. If people are jealous of you enough, they'll do a lot for a little. Okay, they don't really care how crazy they look. They don't really care how many bridges they burn in the process of burning your bridge, right? People will do a lot, okay? Shake these people off of you and keep it moving, keep elevating and grinding and going to the top and making something of your life. And understand that a lot of people are not going to be happy with the choices you make, but the choices you make have nothing to do with them. And you can find solace in that. And they should be finding solace in that as well. Of course, they never do. They never do. Yep. It's crazy what people will do. And you got to shake them off. Okay. You got to shake them off. A lot of connections, like I said, a lot of connections I used to have that I used to be in were very much one-sided and very much problematic, very much so. And when you take that strong position of wanting to be better and wanting to be greater, the haters will come out and they're going to do some new things to try to shake your life up or shake your situation up to where somehow they get to appear as though they are a part of your journey in the worst way. These people, they don't move with virtue. They don't move right. They don't move right, you know? And it's like these people are trying to cause delays. It's almost like these people think that if they cause a delay or multiple delays for you, that somehow it's going to make them look more favorable than you. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. In fact, it will work in the opposite way, whereas, in a way that it's like it makes them look like how low they are. That's what it'll show. They think they're trying to expose you, but they're really exposing themselves about how they really are, how they really get down, and how vindictive they really can be. I'm telling you, like, it's a bad investment on their part. If they don't like you, if they don't rock with you, if they don't support you, then why are they around you like that? Why do they talk your name so much? Why do they want to be around you so much? Why do they keep running their mouths about you if in fact they can't stand you? But because they're obsessed with you. They like your energy. I mean, they want to, if somebody says they don't like you, right? But then they copy your energy. They copy your flair, kind of how you do things, right? But they swear they don't like you. So what are they doing this for? Why do they copy everything you do? Why do they? Why do they watch you very closely and then try to mimic what you do? How you dress, how you speak, how you conduct yourself. That's not original to them. They're trying to copy you. You see the signs, right? So if in fact you are this low down person as they want to make it seem, why would they copy and mimic that type of individual and fashion themselves to you? Why would they do all that? It's a bad investment. They got to invest in themselves. They got to do what's right for them. Do what makes them happy until they figure out what it is that makes them happy and what it is that makes them shine. They're going to try to take somebody else's shine so that they don't have to do the heavy lifting on their own lives, right? It's just, once again, a detour, a shortcut. It's easier to bum off somebody else's shine than to work on the person that they are, right? So, yeah. T says they think it's going to help them feel better, but it never works, does it? It always has an adverse effect. It doesn't work out the way they want, right? And the reason why it doesn't is because it's low vibrational tactics, right? They're not about the uplifting. They're not about bringing things to light. They're not about, doing good things, being charitable, being kind. They do it because they want to see the next man or the next woman down with them. That's what it's all for. And that's shameful to me. That's shameful because you don't move like that, right? But they're moving like, I'm telling you, they do a lot. They do a lot. Right. Copy and make it seem like it's theirs, right? They always do that. Why? As if no one's going to know. And a lot of people know that this person is doing a lot and it's targeted towards you, but nobody says anything. They're all kind of just like, what? They're all zombified, they all act like, sluggish, like, oh, well, and they make excuses for these haters. That's what I see. There's always a ready excuse for these hating people. That's just how they are. That's a classic one, right? That's just what he does. That's just how she's always been, That's who she is. Yeah, she didn't mean nothing by it. She kind of just gets a little grumpy when she has to come around and she doesn't really do events and all this yap, all this talk, right? It's like, nah, they weren't acting like this from before. They weren't moving like this from before, right? but people make ready excuses because they have favoritism. Okay, I'm seeing this pop up. There's a lot of favoritism in some of these connections that we might be in. Okay, favoritism towards people who may look better, who may have more, right? Tangible wise, monetary wise. They give more favoritism to people who are on a hierarchy. It's unspoken, but there's a hierarchy here in a lot of our families, in a lot of our friend groups, in a lot of our workplaces. Okay, there's a hierarchy, and to them, you're at the bottom of the food chain. Okay, they know that you're at the top, but they kind of want you to feel like you're at the bottom, feel like you're the lowest of the low, right? And for the people who are higher at the hierarchy, right, higher on the hierarchy, who do a lot of shade, they do a lot of dirt, they do a lot of weird things, right? They have a certain inflated social status here. Everybody makes excuses for them. Everybody has something to say about why these people carry on the way that they do. Nobody says, oh, she's like that because she's real. That's how she's always been. She's always spit the truth. She's always been like that. She's always been outspoken. Leave her, allow her, let her do what she does. Nobody says that. Instead, it's like, she's doing too much. He's talking too much. He thinks he's all of that. But then the people around them who's doing a lot of grimy things in the background, causing drama, chaos, fights every day. They fight people on the streets for no reason, beefing with anybody, burning bridges left and right, Monday through Sunday. They lost 5 friends, right? And people always say that's just how they are, though, right? They've always been a little cranky. They've always been a little, antsy. They've always been a little, they've been spoiled. They were always the only girl for quite a while, They were always that guy. It was always just Billy, It was always just Billy. That's what Billy does, right? Leave Billy alone. Let Billy do what he does. But they don't want you to do what you do, though. They try to stop you from doing what you do, but Billy does what Billy does, which is hate and plot and scheme and talk crap and try to destroy the next man's vision, dream, path. But Billy will be Billy, right? Billy will be Billy. I'm telling you, they do not play fair. They do not play fair. Mm-hmm. Hey, Nadia, it's so nice to see you. Mm-hmm. Right. They always has some ready excuse. These people, I'm telling you, they don't play fair. Junior says when they don't have any goals and dreams, they spy on us. Why would that be, Junior? It's because they want to see what can they do. Can they do it like you? Can they fashion themselves to you? Right? Can they kind of copy your little flexes and somehow transform into somebody with your likeness? And they're going to realize real quick that it's not going to be possible, and that's simply not how it works, right? Like, you got to be yourself. When people see that you're not being yourself, it's going to be clear as day. And when people see clear as day that this is who you are, oh, they're going to be shook. They're going to be shook. They're going to be shocked that it's not just a show. It's not just a facade. This is not just a side of you. This is who you are at its core, at its fullest. You're going to trigger people left and right, Monday through Sunday, day and night, right? Why? Because you're strong-willed? Why? Shake these people off of you. I'm telling you, you cannot hang with just anybody. You cannot tell people anything, just anything to just anyone. Because it's going to come back and it's going to bite you. And it's almost like you didn't think that it was going to come back to you in this way. You ever do something that's real good, real cool, and it comes back to bite you, and you're thinking, wait a minute, this was a good thing. This was a great thing that I did. I gave them good vibes. I remember telling her real stuff. How did it turn around against me? Oh, she thought that she didn't like your tone. Yeah, she didn't. She didn't like your tone. She didn't like the way you talk to her, or he thinks you're annoying. Yeah, they don't like you. It's like all this low vibrational gossip, no substance and no movement on their end. It doesn't make sense to me. But they don't like the way you spoke to them. They don't like what you said. It's not that they don't like what you said. It's they don't understand what you said. Their minds don't go so far to grasp what you said, right? I could say I don't like somebody, but in actuality, if they've not done nothing to me, I can't really know if there's something to like or to not like. Back in high school, and I tell you guys, I had a really bad experience with bullies and stuff in elementary, but in high school, it was fabulous. Loved my high school. Really, really good experience. Me and my middle sister went to the same high school, and it was amazing. We had a great time. And at this high school, there was a situation, I believe, when I was in grade 12, where this new girl came to the school, and she knew people from the school that she used to go to. So it wasn't like nobody knew her. People knew her, but people started to tell me, listen, Andrea, don't hang with her. Don't talk to her. Don't, because she does things, or, I heard things about her. And I'm thinking to myself, why are you guys all pressed about who I talk to or who I converse with? Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't see nothing wrong with her. I see somebody who's a little bit quirky like myself, somebody who's talkative like me and who could keep up in a conversation like me. And so I didn't understand why people would literally, pat me and be like, oh, you still talking to her? How could you, didn't you hear everything that you, and I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, if whatever problems you guys have with her, I don't have these problems with her. But once again, people don't play fair. People will hear things about you and shut you down from just nonsense. It's just white noise. It's just a buzz, static. Like, they hear things about you. They don't know nothing about you, but they ride off of what they hear, but they don't know the substance behind it. Oftentimes, there is no substance behind it. So when I say that people will try to stop you, it's like people know that you're going to go your own way. I wasn't about to let somebody or a few people try to tell me who I should or should not hang with because y'all didn't have a good experience. I just got that hating energy, that jealous energy, that warish energy that I don't mess with. So I'm telling you, people are going to try to meddle in your connections, destroy your connections, right? I kind of went by the policy like, let me see what they do. If they give me a reason to question this union, I'll move accordingly. But until then, I like this person. I can kick it with this person. I don't know about you guys, and that's not my problem. So it's that people will try to put a wedge between you and people that it's like people will try to put a wedge between you and folks that they see you getting on with. It's almost like people don't want you to like collaborate or to grow or to be like to be seen. Because if the attention is on one person and then you're somebody, it's almost like they're playing chess. A lot of people, I'm telling you, they will do a lot of weird things, a lot of odd things to ruin your connections and destroy your opportunities for growth, expansion, all because they can't expand and they don't see where the possibility lies for them, okay? They'll do a lot. They will do a lot. Antoinette says they're trying to drag you into their views. That would anger me to my soul, my core and muscle. Antoinette, have you ever thought about being like, I don't know, you're very strong-willed. I like that energy. I really do. I like your energy. I like all of you guys' energy. Thank you guys so much for being here on this live. I'm having a wonderful time. I know I'm very animated, but I like to bring that energy. A lot of things you guys deal with, I've dealt with already. Hating energy, dealt with it. Liars, gossipers, smear campaigns, narcissistic people, malignant narcissists. I mean, people coming for my throat, all of that. I dealt with all of that. People lying, people stealing, okay? People making up stuff. People trying to cause wedges between me and good people. People trying to see me isolated and rejected. I've dealt with all of it. There's nothing here that I've spoken about that I've not dealt with in one way or another. And this is why I'm very much vocal here about the things that, the things that are happening and transpiring, right? Hey, Marvin, nice to see you. It's always good to see you. Mm-hmm. Yep. Right. The dreamer says a lot of them stoop low enough to do witchcraft. It's gross. Right. And it's like, why do all that, right? Why do all that? Exactly, genuine. Penthouse with abundance. I want everything to work out for you guys in whatever way that means for you. And I mean that, you know, because, it's just elevation is not going to be easy, but it's going to be rewarding if you're doing what you want to do. And trust me, I was not always doing what I wanted to do. And I was very miserable in a lot of ventures that I would do because I was the type of person that really liked to stay busy. But sometimes I was not putting my energy towards things that really needed attention. It was almost like just using a filler or putting a bandage. A bandage on a crack in the road is not going to do nothing for it, right? And so I feel like that's how I was really moving. Like, God pumped the brakes. God, that's how I really feel. God pumped the brake. God had to like shake me and be like, listen, like you're not going where you're supposed to go, you know? And that was very humbling for me to realize that, you're not really doing what you're supposed to do. You're trying, but you're not in your full purpose here. And it was very uncomfortable. Like I said, like last July, it was very jolting. Like all the realizations, everything came out for me. Everything came out. Everything was exposed. And when it was, I just couldn't go back. I saw what it was. I saw my own faults, the stuff I had a play in, I had a part in, the stuff that I did that didn't make certain situations right. Everything that I did that wasn't that was very unsavory was exposed. Like, listen, you shouldn't have done that. You should have did this. But then also it's like how people moved with me was also inescapable. It was clear as day. Like, I see all the dirt. I see all the mess. I had to make things right. And ever since then, it's like you don't want to go back to that old existence. All you want to do is continue to trek forward and continue to add to this rejuvenated you, you know? Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed to, you're going to have highs and lows. You're going to feel like people are against you and people may be against you, but God is never going to be against you. And, the bottom line is you're never alone. You're never alone. You may feel like nobody's around you, but you're being protected. You're heavily guarded, heavily. Antoinette says people be draining their own energy, right? They're doing it to themselves, she's saying. Bryce says, I really relate to what you say. Oftentimes people judge you based on other people's narratives without ever asking you anything, right? I mean, but Bryce, why would that be? Once again, when you terrify people, when you spook people and they cannot approach you, they're not going to be able to come forth with these pressing questions. Like, how do you know what you know? Where did you learn what you know? How are you this? They don't want to have a conversation. They're worried about the waters they're wading in right now. They're worried about what they're getting in. They know that you're mighty, okay? They're scared. They're scared. People are scared. I'm telling you. It doesn't take Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger anymore. You're the real spook. You're the person that's spooking a lot of people out here. Okay? And of course, not purposely. Right? This is real life. You're really scaring and spooking people that you gotta shake off. Listen, there was a guy, a few years ago, he told somebody that I knew that he was afraid of me. He told somebody I knew that he was afraid. Like he said, Andrea scares me, you know. And it was only pleasant banter that I had ever had with this individual. So I couldn't quite get where he was coming from and why he would say such a thing. But some people will be afraid of you. Very few people are gonna say out loud that you scare them. But a guy actually said that, Andrea, you scare me, you scare me. And then when I thought about previous interactions and stuff like that, I kind of saw how he was kind of uncertain, didn't really know what to say. When you have a strong personality and when you have a very unbreakable spirit, which you all have here on the Mindset Elevator in your own lives, growing, doing what you guys do, you're going to aggravate a lot of people who are not as strong-willed as you, who do not speak up, who do not stand up for anything in life. And because you stand up, like you stand on what you say, watch how many people you're going to aggravate. Watch how many people you're going to, it's like you want to make a friend, but you make an enemy instead. It's just terrible, terrible. Kind of mysterious, right? Everyone has demons. You're not wrong. But the thing about it, though, is that if a person is willing to go on the path of reform and rejuvenation and doing anything and everything they can to do the right things in life, right? Then you're doing right. Then you're doing good. You're on your good path here. Some people cannot do that because it's too painful for them to face what they've got to face, right? It's too painful for them. Just give me a moment, guys. Thank you guys so much. I'm really enjoying the good vibes. Thank you. Yes, like young MA said, these haters on my body, shake them off. You got to shake these people off. You got to shake these people off to the point where they don't come back. Okay, where they don't trouble you, where they don't get under your skin, right? And that's something that's very difficult for me even sometimes to do. I'm getting better at it. I'm still trying to stick to it. Because when you're an empath and when you're somebody who feels deeply, you may be riddled with guilt. You may be riddled with confusion and sadness that you even had to take these steps to it's almost like to rid yourself of these folks, to rid yourself of these energies. And it's going to feel like you're doing the wrong things. Maybe you're not doing right. Maybe you're doing too much. Maybe you're going to destroy something here. Maybe you're going to trouble some people. Maybe people are going to hate you now, right? And so you're feeling like, you know what? I don't want people to hate me. I don't want people to look at me funny because I'm stepping away from what everybody else is dealing with, right? But the bottom line is that you're going to be better for it. Because I'm telling you, if you keep hanging with these people, if you keep riding with these people, right? What they're going to do is they're going to bring you down their path. And their path is not a path that you want to be on. Their path is dark, dreary, and there's a lot of uncertainty because these people live in muddy waters, you understand? And they watch you and they stalk and they take notes and they think that they'll be able to fashion themselves to you. But the bottom line is that they're never going to really be able to copy that energy of yours. And this is where they always fall short. Always, Hey guys, hey. Mm-hmm. Joshua, I'm sure there's many people that love you, but it's like when the hate is so real and so profound, it may feel as though nobody cares for you. But it's very clear to see, Joshua, that at least here, a lot of people care about you and you guys are all loved. You have to see the love. You got to see care, the genuine love that's around you, that's uplifting you and that's helping you to see a brighter way, see a better way, right? Never feel like everybody just is against you. But it may feel as though I felt those ways that everybody is against me. Nobody likes me. That started from childhood, where people are bullying you and people hop on that dirty bandwagon of just joining something to join it without understanding the repercussions or the damage that they're adding to. People don't realize what they're joining. People don't realize that they're adding to the pain, and sometimes the pain is so prolonged that you really feel that nobody loves you or nobody cares enough to help. Nobody sees the tears you cry. You gotta hide away. You understand? You gotta hide away. And you gotta take care of yourself. If you want to see a better day, if you want to have a better life, that's on you. Don't expect everybody to just be like, because you think that people are gonna just, be right there next to you as you draw out the plans, as you write your dreams. Like, these people will not ride with you like that, not all the time. You gotta do what you gotta do, and you have to do what you want to do. And it has to be with love. Love must always be at the forefront. Take it from me, like, I'm the type of person that would just do something to do it, to stay busy with no heart and no effort. And it would always falter. It would always fail. And I'd always be like, oh, I got to do something else. I got to find something else, right? I wanted to stay busy, but I was not putting my energy in the right places. And I did that to myself. Why? To appease the next man, appease the next woman. They're never going to be satiated. I know that now. Now it's all about doing what I want to do, doing what I love to do, and carrying on in that fashion and not appeasing everybody. Not everybody's going to be happy with your choices. But the beauty of all of this is that they don't have to be. They don't have to be. T says, trust God only. Right. Love yourself. Reality says, I love my doggy. What type of dog do you have, Reality? I'm curious. And there's a fun fact about me. I have never in my life, even up till now, never owned a pet. Not a goldfish, not a dog, not a cat, not a hamster, not a guinea pig. Never in my lifetime have I ever owned any variation of an animal. Never, never. Never owned an animal, never owned a pet. He's a rescue, only he rescued me. Right? He's a huge like a Rottweiler? A Rottweiler retriever mix? Is that what you're saying, Reality? Wow. Really? A Rottweiler retriever mix. Now, I've never heard of that. That is amazing. Really? Get a bunny rabbit, Genuine says. I don't know about that. Wow. Right. T says, doing what you love shows self-love. Right. Exactly. Junior says, people just start hating me for no reason. And I can be the nicest person in the building. I'm telling you, that's how it's going to stay. That's how it's going to be. It doesn't matter how good you are or how much you have to offer. If you have that energy that people start hating on, it doesn't matter what you do for them. It doesn't matter how hospitable, how charitable, how many times you sat there with them and held their hand and helped them do the paper. It Doesn't matter how much you help them out of a bad situation, you gave them sound advice, right? You help them through their problems, right? But it's almost like anything you do backfires. And it seems like even your most charitable gestures get shut down. They get shut down. Wow. Hey, Joseph. I haven't seen you in my life, I don't think ever. That's amazing. 3:09 a.m. in Ireland. Just dropping in for the live. Hello, family. Hello, Joseph. Listen, Joseph, I've been seeing Joseph from last summer. Okay, so Joseph has been here for quite a while, and I will never forget all of you who have been adding to the mindset elevator. It's extremely humbling, and I love it very, very much. It's so nice to see you, Joseph. It's very, very nice to see you. Very nice. Yeah, I know, because I know I've never seen you on a live, and I knew that. But that's so nice to see you here. That's great. Hey, Keith, how are you? Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Joseph. So much respects to you. Thank you. Genuine says, I had a bunny rabbit. It was beautiful. Yeah, guys, I've never owned a pet, never adopted. I don't want to really say own, but adopted, never had a pet, never, ever. It just wasn't allowed. We never, and then I just never got one, I just never did. I never did. Mm-hmm. That's good to hear, Keith. That's great. Josh Irwin says, I can never take credit for what God did with me, because the moment I do, I lose all of God's grace. Humbleness. Mm-hmm. Right. Antoinette, you're very strong-willed on that. You're not changing how you feel about that. No, if stand on what you feel, stand on what you want to do. Always stand on what you want to do, even if it goes against the majority and what the majority feels. Right. Mm-hmm. Reality. I can't get over that Rottweiler Retriever mix. I've never heard of such a thing. I mean, that is super amazing. I love that. Keith, why do we have so much haters? Because you have so much flair, because you have so much energy, because you're popping right now, right? And people know that no matter what adversity you faced or continue to face, it's like a little mountain for you. It's not really something, it doesn't stop you. It does not take a hold of you. You're able to look past it. You're able to branch out. You're able to still grow and help those around you. I mean, you're going to attract haters when these are a part of your tendencies. If this is how you tend to be, well, we can expect that the hating energies are going to come out of the woodwork, and they're going to come out strong. They're going to come out in full force. They're going to do anything they can to try to take you down, or anybody associated with you. Like, they want there to be a separation. People will put you in a segregation sort of energy here, where they're trying to segregate you from other groups of people, because if they allow you, once again, they don't have the power. They're not God. They feel like if they allow you to really link up with people that you're going to be able to grow with and learn from, they think somehow they're losing an essence about them. And they can't let that happen. And it's delusional, of course. We know it's delusional. It's very narcissistic, right? But the most narcissistic people will accuse you of being narcissistic. They'll accuse you of being toxic. That's how these narcs move. They got problems. These narcissists, they like to stir up drama, and their whole life is enveloped in drama. And they so badly want to believe that you are the problem. You are the common denominator in all of their life's troubles. When in actuality, these are the people who write their own misery. They did it to themselves, but they must have a culprit. They must have a punching bag here that they could put all their anger on And so they, they avoid any kind of repercussions here. Thank you, Junior. Reality, I do get that possessed energy from narcissistic individuals. I do get that possessed energy. It's that energy of almost being jilted. It's almost like they feel duped because they can't be you. You know what I mean? Like, well, what is that? What is that really? They feel duped because they cannot be you, or they feel duped because they cannot match you, or something like that. They kind of feel like if they feel inferior to you, you know? They feel inferior to you. They feel like they own you, right? They feel like they are you. Because the thing about narcissists you have to understand is that these people run on delusions like a car runs on gasoline. I mean, it's a very extreme analogy, but is it really that extreme? Because I mean, these narcs move in a weird way. These people need this. They play these games, they do these things, and they do it on a regular basis. Narcissists are amongst the scariest groups of people, right? They really are. And the narcissists will not stop until you stop. You understand? Until you give in, until they can dominate you. Understand that narcissists, they don't like free thinkers. They do not like free thinkers. Narcissists do not like people who have a backbone. Because if narcissists are dealing with somebody who has a backbone, they're going to either up the ante like it's poker or dismiss you like you're a nobody. Those are the two extremes, the two parallels that they will partake in. They'll either dispose you or up the ante, okay? These narcs, they hold out no stops here, okay? Just exactly, Joseph. They're going nowhere fast. Nowhere. It's like, you ever see those you ever see those shows or those movies where these people, like, it's like they're giving the illusion that they're running, but they're really just on a loop or on a treadmill or something. They're going nowhere fast, or like a hamster wheel. Once again, you're going really, really fast and you think you're doing a lot. However, you're in the same cycle, you're doing the same old things, not working, just on that wheel, just hating, just angry, just upset, it's almost like rushing through life with anger at the forefront. But because you move with good things, virtue, and with love at the forefront, you're aggravating people all around you. You got to shake these people off. I'm telling you, shake these folks off of you and do what you like to do and go where you want to go and branch out if you want to branch out. These people want to stay safe. Like I said in many of my videos, let these folks be safe. But if safe is not on the menu for you, then you got to do what you want to do. You got to go where you want to go. Like, these people can't come with you if they're going to come with drama, right? Do you want drama on your journey? Especially if it's drama you can dodge. Of course, there's going to be times where things pop up and you got to deal with it. But what about when these people plan their attacks, or they plan you know how these people act. You know how these people move. You have leverage here. You get to decide, do you want to take these folks with you? If not, wipe your hands clean. Wipe your hands clean. I'm telling you. Genuine says, my strong energy makes them weak. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Bryce says, narcissism can be a reaction to oppression, both physically and spiritually. given harsh enough conditions, it becomes very natural to be a narcissist. I think it's fear-based coping. Wow, Bryce, I like that. I like your stance here. Thank you. Hi, Ms. B. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. You said narcissists run on delusions like car runs on gas. Yep, whole facts, Queen. Detroit in the building. Shout out to Detroit. All right. Thank you so very much for that. I really appreciate that. You know, it's all delusions. They make up things and they run with that. And there's no merit, there's no basis, there's no foundation, there's nothing logical here. They don't move with logic. They move with hate, they move with jealousy, they move with contempt. That's how they move. They're not moving with the good virtue, with virtue at the forefront or with love. They're moving with hate and anger and jealousy and envy. I don't like that. I don't like him because he has something I want. So why don't you work for something that you want? Why? Logic. We're thinking logically. They're thinking illogically. They don't want to do the work because it's a lot. It's a lot of work to do the work, right? Especially depending on what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish here. They think they're just going to copy and mimic you and then they quit and then you don't see nothing about it. The reason why this is the case is because they realize that being you is not easy. Being you, you know, they see the hate, they see the drama, they see the problems people put on you, the stress people put on you. And in their minds, they're thinking like, I don't know if it's worth it. Like they thought it was sweet until they tried to like be like you and it backfired. And then they realized there was more to you. You were a lot deeper than they thought. You were a lot smarter than they thought. They thought you were they thought that they kind of had something on you or they had something over you until they realized you were deeper they could have ever imagined. And now they hate you more. Like they're upset more, you know. It's like they can't even respect you for the problems or the adversity you face. They cannot relate. They don't want to give you any sympathy. It's almost like people would rather just hate more because they see, oh, wow, she is really real. Wow. And they get mad. Like they get upset because you're realer than they could have ever imagined. And it's just jarring. It's just jarring. Shout out to Windsor, Ontario, right? Yeah, Windsor. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Antoinette. Marvin says sorry. Yeah, Marvin says all those extra layers we have roll out like a long scroll, right? It's like the squires, or I don't know if that's the right term, the squires or whatever, those judges from England. I don't know if they're from England or, they have the long scrolls and they kind of like pull it out and it's unrealistic. You know what I mean? Of course it's unreal, but because you can't show these people nothing that they're going to really accept. If these people don't like you enough, if they don't rock with you enough, if they hate on you enough, it doesn't matter what evidence, what proof, what work ethic, evidence of your growth, these people will shut it down. Okay? And these are the very same folks that you got to shake off of you. All right? You got to shake these people off. You got to, because you know what? These people, like I said, will take you down if you allow that little leeway. They'll take anything and they'll run with it, you know? Thank you, C. Weston. Thank you. Thank you, Reality. Thank you guys so much. I think it's more of the awareness now about narcs, you know? Yeah, it's awareness about the narcissist. It's like these narcs, they, I think because we have a deeper understanding about who narcs are and how they move, which is why we're starting to see, who they are, really able to call out and to point out who these people really are and what they really move like. And of course, the tendencies and the characteristics of a narcissist. Well, any which of us, can have those sort of attributes. But the problem here is when there's no accountability, there's no change, there's no reform. You kind of see like everything is pointing to this person kind of being like this person cannot be helped. That's how you feel when you see a narc or when you deal with a narc. You realize that they cannot be helped. They cannot be saved. They cannot, because these people are really delusional. And when somebody is delusional, or when a group of people is delusional, oftentimes when a group of people choose a scapegoat and they're all against one person, they're all very delusional because they all believe that somebody, one person that they're jealous of, is the person that's the cause and the root of their issues. It's extremely delusional, not only for the dynamic to partake in, but for the victim, for the scapegoat to also accept, like, wow, people think I'm the problem. People think I'm the issue. I didn't do nothing to these people. Like I said, you don't have to do nothing except for be yourself, and these people will find a problem with you. Anything you do, they will see fault in. Anything. It could be anything. The way you breathe, the way you walk in the room, they don't like it, It doesn't matter. Thank you so much, Surviving to Thriving. I appreciate that. Yes. Yes. T says, don't let them take you off your game, right? I mean, if you give them that leverage, they're surely going to run with that. They're surely going to want to make it seem like, you should not live that down or something like that. Like, people move weird. They move odd. All you can do is shake these haters off, guys. Shake these haters off and understand. Just like I had to understand. It doesn't matter how good you think you are. It doesn't matter how many great moves you're making these days. It doesn't matter how many people, how many communities you're enriching these days. If people don't like that about you, or if people feel jealousy, some people will find it admirable. Don't get me wrong. Some people will like it. They'll be like, wow, you're great. You're a good person. Some people, but it's very few. It seems like the ratio of haters is quite astronomical compared to the people who are actually supporters and who are writing for you and who actually see your worth here, right? You got to see your own worth. You got to see the value in what you do. Because if you're writing on what other people see about you, you're already putting yourself backwards. Make sure that you love what you do. Make sure that you're riding with these good people. People who you ride with, it's like guilty by association. Be very careful. Because if you're riding with people who are bad-minded, bad bone, hater, lurkers, problem starters, if you're riding with these people, how is that going to reflect on you? How is that going to look on you? And you got to think about if you want those looks on you. You got to think about if you really want that sort of attention or, that sort of energy attached to you, right? Guilty by association. So you got to be very careful. Shake these people off so you can be free, be free. Marvin says, never knew how serious narcissism was until I had to deal with it for myself. Very dangerous individuals to have around you. I mean, Marvin, you're telling it all at this point, right? You're just speaking facts, because I'm telling you, it's like you don't realize these people and their diabolical plans and their nature until you're in the thick of it, right? And then you realize, this is not just regular stuff. This is not just, a person doesn't like me type of stuff. This is like, I gotta fight for my life. I gotta get away before they destroy this headspace type of stuff. Be very mindful of who you meddle with, who you hang with, who you tell your business to, okay? Because not everybody wants to know your business and really be like a listening friend or, a positive individual, a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on. No, a lot of people want to be, they're They're informants. You know what I mean? Like these people take your information and they go out in the community and they spread your business at the time that you were most vulnerable, and they know this. You know, they know what they're doing, right? So be very mindful, okay? They will delete you, right? Eradicate, right? Yep. They try to beat you before you're fully grown. Like, who does that, right? It's like they see the growth, they see where you're going, and they gotta stifle that. They've got to put the nail in the coffin. It's like they gotta end that permanently before you come back and you take everything over. But it's too late. You're already it. Like you kind of were supposed to be it for your whole life. This is who you are. You know, like this is who you are. You're in your energy now. You just know more now. You just know who you are now. And people are going to be uncomfortable with that. The fact that you know who you are, the fact that you know where you're going, people are going to be uncomfortable because they swore they knew you. They really thought that they knew you. Like they thought they had you down pat until they didn't, you know, until they didn't. And until you switched, until you acted accordingly, until you decided like, I'm going to elevate. These folks are not going to be able to catch me. Now they can't reach you. Now they're telling lies. Now they're spreading rumors with no substance, talking your name into the ground, no substance. It's just chatter. It's just static. You understand? It's static. It's messy. Keep yourself out of these toxic situations so you can continue to grow. If you want growth, you got to be very mindful of what you have in your energetic field, because any one thing could take you off your course, and you're not going to want that. You want good things for yourself. So make sure your energetic field is clear. It's nice. It's good. Everything is right. And so you can continue to elevate here. Okay. You know, keep elevating. Thank you, Marvin. Josh Irwin says their definition of trouble is different than ours, so it doesn't matter. Right. Bryce says Jesus/God is already King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Dominate for God by serving God. Right. All right, guys, we're at the 2-hour mark. I was here for a little bit longer, but you know what? It's the last day of March. How is it that time is flying very quickly? Make sure that you're using your time very wisely as we're whipping through the years. As we get older, time seems to be going faster. Use all the time that you've got. Use every day that you've got, and you make something fantastic of yourself. Add more to your roster, grow yourself more, and do what you want to do in life, okay? Do what you want to do, because I'm telling you, I wasted a lot of time doing things for people who didn't give a rat's behind. They never cared, they never would, right? And you can't get that time back. This is the season to work on yourself. This is the season. Don't do what I did. I tried to appease people. That stuff always backfired on me. It didn't work. It didn't make sense. They hated. They still talked crap about me. They still made up lies. They still spread rumors. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how good you think you are. These people try to humble you, but they get humbled when they can't reach you. Understand that people are going to try to reach you. They're going to try to call you because they see you're on one now. They're going to want to take a piece of the pie because they see that you're going up. And all it takes is for you to go up, for these people to start pick up the phone. Who made that song, Pick Up the Phone? They want you to pick up the phone and they want you to have a conversation, but it's all very self-serving. Be very mindful who you let around you, okay? Who you let in your energetic field. Not everybody is for you like that, okay? You think everybody is moving like you? Nope. You're unique. You're one of a kind. So a lot of people are moving shady. They're moving self-centered, okay? They're moving just for themselves. That's why when they see you and you're for everybody, they want to turn everybody against you because they see you are for everybody. You're not just for yourself. You want more, but you want more for everybody. You want to help everybody, but they couldn't do it like you because all they think about is themselves. So they hate. Be very careful. Okay, guys, Be very careful. Hey, LJ, be very careful. Everybody, be mindful of what you let into your life, okay? Because this is your winning season. When it's your winning season, you want to be very mindful of what you indulge in here, what you allow into your life. Okay, guys. So thank you guys so much for joining my live. Shake those haters off. That was the entire premise here. Shake these haters off and keep doing what you guys do. Okay. On Monday, April 3rd, I'm going to be launching my membership for anybody who's interested. If you're interested, that's really, really cool. That's going to start on Monday. That's going to be launched. But just understand that no matter what you choose or what you decide, you're going to get the real from me. Okay. You're going to get the real from me. You don't have to worry about, if it's gonna be fair. When it comes from me, like I'm telling you, like I just want to speak the truth no matter what. I want to let things be known no matter what. I want to bring the real no matter what. So this is just another way for me to bring some extra special content, extra special stuff, where for whoever is interested, they can hop aboard. And if not, continue to ride with me on this elevator, because you're going to keep getting the real. You're going to keep getting the heat. All right. So that's going to be on April 3rd. And my podcast is coming. I'm going to announce when that's going to be arriving. It's going to be shortly. I'm still trying to work out some things for that. But don't worry, that's going to be announced very soon. And overall, guys, just continue to take care of yourselves. Continue to love on yourself. It may disturb a few people in your environment. That's okay. Just do what you do, because you can't appease everybody. Don't do what I did. Do what you want to do. Okay? Do what feels good for you to do. And if it doesn't feel right for these folks, well, that's okay. They don't got to live with it. They don't got to live with what you do. And that's the beauty of it, right? That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty. Yep. Thank you, Genuine. Thank you. Thank you, T. Yes, reality. Demons have no empathy. Yep. We could never expect that from them, right? Reality says stock up on water and groceries. Right. Only what feels good. Yes, April. Yes. Absolutely. So thank you guys so much. Happy March 31st. Right? We're zooming past, but we're going to keep it going, okay? We're going to keep it going, keep going high, keep shining bright, keep doing what you guys do. I love you guys so much. And I hope you guys like the Mindset Elevator. I hope you guys like what's going on here, uplifting everybody. It's helping me. It's helping you. It's all being reciprocated. It's good energy. Let's keep the vibes very high. All right? Very, very high. All right, guys. So thank you guys so much for joining the live. Thank you so very much to everybody who kindly contributed to my live tonight. I really, really appreciate it. And to all of you in the comments or just quietly watching, you guys are very much appreciated. Very, very much loved. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Thank you, reality. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. Take care. I'll stay active on social media. I'll stay active here on YouTube. Keep loving on yourself. Do what you do and shake these people off. These haters on my body, shake them off. I could never lose. What they thought. They thought you were going to lose, but you just keep winning, right? And it turns, it messes with their mind, all right, guys? It messes with them. All right, and shout out to Young MA, because that was a great track, and I feel like it's very relatable. You got to shake these people off of you. You got to shake these people off and keep doing what you do. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys soon. See you guys on Monday. Keep shining bright. You guys are lights. You guys lead the way. Carry the torch. Show people a thing or two. Keep doing what you guys do. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Shout outs from Toronto and blessings to wherever you guys are. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. All right. Bye. Bye, reality. Bye. Bye, T. Keep winning. Exactly. Thank you. Bye, Josh. Bye.